most importantly for your leadership for the town of Addison. So let's go ahead and get started. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Silver Line Regional Rail Project virtual first quarter community meeting for the town of Addison. My name is Ruben Landa, and I am the Public Involvement Manager for the DART Silver Line Regional Rail Project. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to participate in tonight's quarterly community meeting. Before we get started, I would like to go over some housekeeping rules. First, please place your phone and computer on mute. This will ensure we have a clear connection throughout the course of the presentation. Second, the purpose of tonight's meeting is to provide an update on the Silver Line project and project activities specific to the town of Addison. Third, we encourage anyone who has questions regarding the Silver Line project to please submit your questions in the chat box. You may submit your questions at any time during the course of the meeting. It is our plan to answer your questions after the conclusion of the presentation. If we are unable to answer your question, we will be sure to provide you with a formal response in 30 days or less. And finally, the quarterly community meeting presentation is now available on the DART website for your review. Again, thank you for participating in tonight's meeting, and most of all, thank you for your continued support for the DART Silver Line Regional Rail Project. Now, without further ado, I would like to introduce our presenter, Ms. Christina DeCudro, Community Relations Representative for the Dallas Area Rapid Transit, who will kick off the presentation. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Ruben. Welcome, everybody. I hope everyone's staying warm and everybody's a little eager for a little snow that we're supposed to get this weekend. Once again, my name is Christine DeCudro. I am your new community representative for the town of Addison. Rosa Rothstein has retired after 20 plus years of service to DART. Once again, we are going to be accepting questions via the chat room. If you have joined us via phone call, you can email us at silverline@dart.org. That is Silverline, SILVERLINE, @dart.org. You can go ahead next, Ruben. We are recording both audio and video. Once again, my name is Christine DeCudro. I can be reached at 214-749-2835. I am remote at this time, so you can just leave me a voicemail there, and I will return your phone call within 48 hours. And once again, the email is silverline@dart.org. And due to the current pandemic, all of our public involvement sessions will take place via video conference. DART urges you to follow the guidelines from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention to keep our families healthy and safe. To stay up to date, please go ahead and follow us visit us at dart.org/silverline to view this presentation as well as past presentations and sign up for construction alerts and any other needs that you may have. How to stay informed. You can visit us at www.dart.org/silverline. You can email us at silverline@dart.org. Now, we did have the cottonbelt@dart.org email. That is still active through the end of this month. So if you do send something to the cottonbelt@dart.org email, which is what we were using previously, we will still get it at least through the end of this month. You can attend meetings virtually as you're doing this evening. You can also sign up for project alerts at www.dart.org/silverline. You can contact us through the DART hotline at 972-833-2856, or you can snail mail us at our DART headquarters, and we will also get it that way. Once again, please submit all your questions and comments via the chat room. Questions will be reviewed by the team, and a response will be prepared for you at the end of the presentation. If a more detailed response is required, it will be responded to within 30 days of receipt. If you have called into this meeting and wish to submit questions and comments, please email us at silverline@dart.org. Project facts. This is the DART Silverline segment map. As you all already know, this is a 26-mile long corridor. Starts in Plano over on Shiloh Road and goes all the way to DFW Airport Terminal B. This is, as you see CB1, CB2, and CB3. This is a very large project, so we have split it across 3 different segments. CB1 consists of DFW Airport and the City of Capel's Cypress Waters Station. The CB2 section is the city of Carrollton as well as the town of Addison. CB3 consists of Dallas, Richardson, and Plano. The DART Silverline project is a $1.266 billion design build project. It consists of a 26-mile alignment along seven cities, which is Addison, Carrollton, Capel, Dallas, Grapevine, Plano, and Richardson. There will be 10 rail stations in this project. There will be also 4 rail connections to the Green Line, Orange Line, Red Line, and the Tex Rail. The anticipated revenue service is June 2023, and we are at 72% complete for the design build project process for the Silver Line, and the vehicle design is 100% complete as of October 22nd. Design build update. What is design build? Design build is an alternative project delivery method and is used in the construction industry. Design build is a method of project delivery sorry, I have bubbles in the middle of my screen, which is an entity, which is Archer Western Herzog, which will be AWH, works under a single contract with a project owner, which will be Dallas Area Rapid Transit, also known as DART, to provide a design and construction service. This is the design build schedule for the project. We are currently in Q1 of 2021. We are already under construction along the corridor, and construction has also started in the town of Addison. You can expect testing to start in Q2 of 2022 and revenue service to begin in Q3 of 2023. The town of Addison is a city-led betterment program, so we do not have walls in the town of Addison. We actually have this beautiful decorative fencing that will occur along the corridor in Addison. These are a couple of pictures that will show that. So this is Spectrum Drive, and as you can see in the back, we have the railway as well as the decorative fence and the various crossing guards. You can go to the next one. Another view of Quorum Drive. Same here. The Addison station will be a side platform station. It currently has 300 existing parking spaces. It has 9 existing bus bays, and currently there will be 17 bus routes. On opening day, we expect 1,000 people to ride, and in 2040, we expect 1,945 people to ride. Station benefits are existing and future transit-oriented development, and it's also a walkable area. This provides access to special events that occur in the area, such as Kaboom Town, and is also adjacent to the existing transit center for bus connection and to areas of employment. This will be Addison Station. So Addison Station was designed by a group of members that consisted of artists, engineers, as well as members of the community. The art design program was established in 1987 to involve the designs of stations and allow those within the community to have a say-so on what they see. So you'll see various pieces. So the pavers are unique to Addison Circle, so they will match that. And the columns, if you look over on your right, there's a large A. Those represent the A of Addison. Addison is known as a place of celebration, and the vision of the station reinforces that stopping here will be a fun and rewarding experience. Another decorative fact, or decorative feature we have will be some of the fencing will have these firework cutouts, because Addison is known for their fabulous fireworks display, and they will also have twinkling lights in some of their sidewalks. Another view of the station from the platform. We also have various windscreens. These windscreens will be cutouts of the various art structures that are currently in Addison. So that one that you can see there is the blueprint. There are 12 different windscreens that will be displayed. This is a night vision of the Silver Line station in Addison. And what's something that's unique to this station, if you look to your left, you'll notice that the pylon for the station is blue. Addison is the only one with a colored pylon. Everyone else has a white pylon, but Addison has their Addison blue. You can go to the next one. An overview of the station. Once again, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and insert them to the chat room, and my team will start preparing those for the end of the presentation. The VeloWeb Hike and Bike Trail. The VeloWeb Hike and Bike Trail is being funded by the North Central Texas Council of Governments, the NCT COG. The COG is working with participating cities to develop the project, and DART will complete final design of the VeloWeb Hike and Bike Trail. This is a view of the map of the hike and bike trail. It will start in Plano and go all the way to DFW Airport. This is a typical cross-section of the hike and bike trail. This mentions the betterment wall, which this will not have. Instead of a wall, there'll be a fence. Continue, please. If you have any questions regarding the VeloWeb Hike and Bike Trail, you can reach out to Mr. Kevin Cokes. That is at K-Cokes, K-K-O-K-E-S, at nctcog.org, or give him a phone call at 817-695-9275. Or you can also reach out to Jana Tidwell. She works for the Town of Addison Parks and Recreation. Her email is jtidwell@addisontex.gov. Her phone number is 972-450-2869. Silverline vehicle information. The Silverline vehicle will have automatic passenger counters, a vehicle business system, closed circuit television system, and will have 230 seats available. Our vehicles will be self-contained and self-propelled. They will not need a locomotive. The vehicle consists of 2 cabs, 2 coach cars, and 1 engine. The vehicle can be operated from either end. Next, please. This is a view of the interior. It will have 222 actual seats. 194 of them will be fixed. 28 will flip up. Some seats have a table between 4 seats. The train will hold 485 total passengers, 263 standing spaces. Of course, it will have interior lighting for those that wish to read while they are on their travels to and from the airport and to other stations. There will be also an overhead luggage carrier. Now, if you have a heavy piece of luggage, we ask that you not put it up there. Just set it in the seat next to you. We don't want you to hurt yourself or the luggage to fall. We also we have wheelchair accommodations throughout the vehicle, and the vehicle is one level. There are no stairs. There are also bicycle racks available for those that like to bike the trail as well and ride the train back. The Silverline vehicle will have, the weekday service is currently scheduled to be from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Service hours could be as early as 5 a.m. or as late as 11 p.m. and it will have 30-minute peak and 60-minute non-peak hours. So a little update on the vehicle. So currently the vehicle is being manufactured in Europe and it will be assembled in the United States. The first vehicle is expected to arrive in 2022. These are currently what they are working on over in Europe. Quiet zones and sound mitigation. DART Silverline crossings in residential areas are proposed to be quiet zones. Quiet zone mitigations are independent of sound wall mitigations. Establishing quiet zones will require cooperative action among municipalities along the Silverline, the Federal Railroad Administration, also known as the FRA, and the freight railroads in DART. The type of protection will be determined during the design of the intersection. So we have multiple quiet zone crossings here in Addison. We have Marsh Lane, Surveyor Boulevard, Addison Road, Forum Drive, Spectrum Drive, Dallas Parkway, both southbound and northbound. Vehicle noise control and infrastructure and operational noise control measures. The FEIS determined that we would need precast concrete reflective sound walls, both track and neighborhood side, 12-inch sound walls, and quiet zones at rail crossings and residential areas, directional electronic crossing warning bells at 7 locations, 5 of which are in Dallas. The DART has also added additional noise reduction measures. Those are Duracell absorptive sound wall enhancement, which will be trackside only, 15-foot sound walls and betterment walls. This is a 3-foot increase from what the FEIS required. The vehicle will also have wheel skirts, an HVAC enclosure, also known as a baffler, and variable speed cooling fans. The vehicle is quieter than initially assumed in the noise analysis. We will still also have directional electronic crossing warning bells used at all at-grade crossings, and betterment walls are added in locations that do not meet the warrants for noise mitigation. Construction update. Once again, as I stated earlier, we have started construction in Addison. We are currently doing some site and land clearing near the station along the rail. So you will see that going on. There is no current rail activity going on. You should expect to see some movement around the actual Addison Transit Center around the 1st of March. Addison Station is being worked on currently. There is no activity for systems, electrical, or traffic. And there is some utility relocation going on in the area as well. Construction update. So there are various types of construction that you can expect to see due to utility relocation, surveying and surface utility investigation, rail removal, rail delivery and offloading, grubbing and clearing, which is that site and land clearing that I talked about a little earlier. And there will be schedule and notifications for those areas that will have lane restrictions, closures, and detours. We have also started construction in other areas. This is the removing forms from crash walls at Preston Road Bridge, so not too far from you guys. This is a welding pipe for the Explorer's new pipeline at the North Dallas Tollway and Knoll Trail, also not far. Grinding material cleared at White Rock Creek near Knoll Trail. Unloading H-piles from a rail car at the New Mercer Yard in Carrollton. Compacting soil and inserting dowels in preparation of paving pour in Plano. Placement of fresh concrete over the rock berm in Dallas. You can expect to see all these various different pieces of construction equipment. This is not an all-inclusive list, so if you wish to see what else you may see along the right-of-way and in the area, you can go ahead and visit us online, and there is a full list. Upcoming cross-construction activity. Public access, we will maintain business access, maintain home and community access. We will also maintain access for emergency vehicles and pedestrians. Maintenance of traffic schedules and notifications will be given prior to lane restrictions, closures, and detours. And if you guys happen to see a sign that has fallen or is damaged or not in the correct place, please give us a call at our project hotline, and do not move that yourself. We don't want you to move it. We'll come out and move it immediately and get it taken care of. Just call us and let us know. Construction notifications. If you are a member of our construction notification list that you signed up for on the DART website, you will get notifications when we post them on the website. We also do door hangers, emails, and social media posts. DART and Archer Western Herzog have project websites. The Archer Western Herzog project website is awhsilverline.com. And the DART website is dart.org/Silverline. We will also have Silverline project newsletters coming out. We also have at-a-glance fact sheets for each city on the DART website, the quarterly design and construction community meetings that will also happen. We also do stakeholder meetings and business meetings and residential meetings. So if you have a group that you would like us to come present to, please reach out. We will gladly come out and present to your group. Our project hotline is 972-833-2856. That is the phone number you should call should you see a sign that has fallen down, been blown down by the wind, or knocked over somehow. That is the phone number you should call. Once again, 972-833-2856. This is a snippet of the town of Addison's fact sheet. Once again, it can be found on the DART website, dart.org/Silverline. There will be some little buttons at the top. You can go ahead and click where it says fact sheets, and it'll take you right to where the fact sheets are on the website. There are fact sheets for the, can you go back, please? Thank you. There are fact sheets for DFW International Airport in the city of Grapevine, the city of Dallas and Capel, city of Carrollton, town of Addison, city of Richardson, and city of Plano. Construction safety tips. So we ask that you and your families get together and discuss these tips, especially if you have youth that are crossing the tracks. 1, stop, look, and listen. 2, remove an earbud and turn volume down. 3, avoid dangers. 4, obey signals. 5, use the crosswalks. 7, watch out and observe construction signs and warnings. I skipped 6. See and be seen. Make sure you make eye contact with construction vehicles before crossing. That is a big important thing. Make sure that you can be seen if you are crossing near an area that has active construction going on. 7 is watch out and be observed. Observe all construction signs and warnings. 8, keep away. Keep away from construction fencing and traffic cones. They're there to protect you. 9, be on the lookout. Watch out for falling objects, moving vehicles, and other hazards. And 10, like I said, start talking. Safety begins with you. Talk to your families. School outreach update. We do have contacts within the Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD. So most of you that have youth, they belong to the Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD schools. We are working with them to get more materials out for you all to see. So you should be receiving something soon. If not, please let us know and we will get you all the information you need. We want you guys safe and we want your youth safe as well. Construction School Safety Program communicates construction updates and safety information directly with the Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD staff. We participate in school and community events. We also provide transit education material, resources, and programs to students, parents, and staff. We offer interactive and virtual career day programs. We also work to ensure that each school building has pertinent DART and AWH contact information. And we establish proactive and conductive relationships with area schools and administrators to enhance communication flow. How to stay informed. Once again, you can visit us at www.dart.org/Silverline. You can email us at silverline@dart.org. Attend virtual meetings as you have this evening. You can sign up for project alerts at dart.org/Silverline. Call us at our DART hotline, 972-833-2856, or you can mail us. And my contact information is silverline@dart.org. You can also call me at 214-749-2835. Right. If you guys have any more questions, you can send them to our chat room and we will start working on those. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and I'll let Ruben take it away.
Thank you, Christine. Great job. And thank you, everybody, for your patience while we go through all the information to bring you up to speed about the DART Silverline Regional Rail Project. I wanted to tell you before we go into the Q&A is that, this is the first of the 4 quarterly meetings we're going to be having in 2021. Our next set of quarterly meetings, it will take place in May of 2021. However, you are encouraged to always stay in touch with us and ask us any questions between the 2 meetings. We don't have to wait until May to ask any questions or engage us to find out of the status of the project. So know that you have the ability to contact Christine at any time if you have any questions as we move forward with construction. What we do now is we have questions that we're going to answer. I see that there's no questions that have been added to the chat box. However, we did receive some questions prior to the meeting that we're going to go ahead and answer for you. Maybe information that you already know, but I want to go ahead and go through this and make sure that I get these questions answered. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the Q&A. The first question is, will the Silver Line parking areas have Type 2 or Tesla electric car chargers? And the answer is no. Silver Line parking areas will not have electric car chargers. Okay, so I'll repeat that. No, the Silver Line parking areas will not have electric car chargers. Hold on one second. There's still questions coming in. The next question is, what is a quiet zone? So again, what is a quiet zone? And the answer is, quiet zones were determined through Section 4.14 of the FEIS, which is the Final Environmental Impact Statement, which can be found on the project website. A quiet zone eliminates the requirement for trains to sound their horns at certain crossings. Again, the answer is quiet zones were determined through Section 4.14 of the FEIS, which can be found on the project website. A quiet zone eliminates the requirement for trains to sound their horns at certain crossings. The next question is, will marsh and surveyor be quiet zones? And the answer is all crossings in residential areas along the Silver Line corridor are being designed as quiet zones. This includes both Marsh Lane and Surveyor Boulevard crossings. Both the City of Carrollton and the Town of Addison are key participants in the process as they must initiate the request to establish the zones through application to the Federal Railroad Administration, also FRA. The answer again is all crossings in residential areas along the Silver Line corridor are being designed as quiet zones. This includes both the Marsh Lane and Surveyor Boulevard crossings. Both the City of Carrollton and the Town of Addison are key participants in the process as they must initiate and request to establish the zones through application to the FRA, which is also known as the Federal Railroad Administration. The next question was, when can the train blow the horns? The train operators, including freight, will be required to adhere to the quiet zone regulations, and horns will only sound in emergency and work zone situations. Train horns will also be required during short testing phase prior to the final implementation of the quiet zones. Again, the answer is train operators, including freight, will be required to adhere to the quiet zone regulation, and horns will only sound in emergency and work zone situations. Train horns will also be required during short testing phase prior to the final implementation of the quiet zones. The next question is, where can we get a copy of this presentation? This presentation can be downloaded from the DART Silverline website at www.dart.org/Silverline. Again, the presentation can be downloaded from the DART Silverline website at www.dart.org/Silverline. What is the hotline number again, and what is the purpose of the hotline number? The answer is the project hotline is 972-833-2856. This number can be utilized if you have any question, comments, or concerns about the project. Again, the project hotline is 972-833-2856. This number can be utilized if you have questions, comments, or concerns about the project. The next question is there a mechanism for us to get specific information about the construction that is happening in our area? Not general information, but specific information along the Silver Line project. We need to know what is being planned and when. And the answer is you can sign up for construction notifications on the Silver Line website at dart.org/Silverline. The notifications will provide information about construction activity in your area. In addition, we will soon post a construction schedule on the Silver Line website. If you have any specific questions about the construction activity schedule, please call the project hotline at 972-833-2856 or email silverline@dart.org for additional details. Again, You can sign up for the construction notifications on the Silverline website at dart.org/Silverline. The notifications will provide information about construction activity in your area. In addition, we will soon post a construction schedule on the Silverline website. If you have any questions about the construction activity schedule, please call the project hotline at 972-833-2856 or email silverline@dart.org for additional details. Question, what is the length of the train? And the answer is the length of the train is 267 feet. Again, the length of the train is 267 feet. What does 30-minute peak mean and what does 60-minute minute off-peak mean? The answer is 30-minute peak means the frequency during the morning and evening commute. 60-minute off-peak means the frequency during atypical commute times. Off-peak would be 1 hour outside the morning and evening commute. Again, the answer is 30-minute peak means the frequency during the morning and evening commute. And 60-minute off-peak means the frequency during atypical commute times. Off-peak would be 1 hour outside the morning and evening commute. The next question is, can you park out overnight at the station? And the answer is overnight or long-term parking is at the discretion of the customer. DART assumes no responsibility for vehicles left overnight. DART's guidance on the overnight parking is customary and aligns with the lock, take, and hide promotion at many businesses and city station parking facilities. Again, the answer is overnight and long-term parking is at the discretion of the customer. DART assumes no responsibility for vehicles left overnight. DART's guidance on overnight parking is customary and aligns with the lock, take, and hide promotion at many businesses and city station parking facilities. Next question is, with every quarterly meeting, the revenue service date is pushed into the future by 3 months. Now it is June 2023. Please explain why this is a delay. Or please explain why the delay. And the answer is on May 26, 2020, the DART board passed resolution number 200049 to extend the anticipated revenue service date to June 2023 in order to accommodate changes to the project. I'll repeat that. On May 26, 2020, the DART board passed resolution number 20049 to extend the anticipated revenue service date to June 2023 in order to accommodate changes to the project. Let me see the next answers. We'll see. Okay, let me read this again, make sure I get this right. Will there be parking located at the Knoll Trail Station? And the answer is the Knoll Trail Station will not have parking. It can be accessed via bus or foot. Again, the Knoll Trail Station will not have parking. It can be accessed via bus or foot. Okay, let's see what other questions we have. Please stand by. And someone is asking to see Christina's email, and I'm going to go right back to that. There you go. And Marissa, I see your message, and I know that Christine will definitely get back with you with your answer. I'm waiting for my team to submit their answers and questions to me, so please stand by. Okay. I am looking at the questions that you submitted, Marissa, and I'm going to give it a shot here. 1 second, please. The first question is, did the final environmental impact statement, FEIS, include the study of the decorative fence that will be utilized specifically in the town of Addison? If this is not under your purview, where should comments, concerns be sent for the town of Addison regarding the decorative fence? This is a city-led program. The Betterments program is a city-led program for the town of Addison, and they made the selection for the fence. We'd be more than happy to connect you with the city to have that discussion, but that is out of our purview. It is in the purview of the town of Addison, so we can certainly accommodate that discussion if you would like. There were 2 dates indicated for the opening of the Silver Line, December 2022 and then March 2023. Can you better distinguish what the difference of the dates indicate? Well, the new date is June 2023. And as I mentioned in my previous answer to one of the questions that were submitted prior to this meeting, the change in date was to accommodate changes to the project. So when there are additions and an expansion of scope of the project, typically that might make a schedule extend, and that was the case here. So now the new date is June 2023. Inside the cabin and passenger cars, will there be a safety element, i.e. rubber guard for overhead luggage racks? Since the train will be servicing DFW Airport, it will be nice to prevent luggage from sliding in transit. As Christine said, the racks will be able to accommodate some luggage. I'm sure that they'll be the type that will prevent luggage from moving around and falling on people's head. But there's going to be large luggage that will not fit up there. And as Christine had indicated earlier, we encourage you to place that luggage on the ground in front of you, by you. If you've ever traveled in transit in other countries where mass transit is highly used, you'll see that people find a way to get into the train, bring in their luggage, and place it in such a way that it still allows for people to move around. So that will be the case for this train. So just make sure that you use your better judgment on the type of luggage that you put on the racks or what you place on the ground. In the case of large town of Addison public events, i.e. Oktoberfest, Kaboom Town, does DART anticipate extending service hours for accommodating attendees participating in late night events? Does DART also anticipate increasing frequency of service, i.e. every 15 minutes versus 30 and 60 minutes? DART does have the discretion to make those type of decisions on as when there's major events. So we've done that for other major events like Fair Park, where we increase service. So that is definitely a possibility, but that policy has not been put in place yet. But certainly it is a possibility. Okay, let me see. Looking for some more questions. I don't see any. Please stand by. So there was another question from Mr. Berger about what is the target for commencement of service. If you're meaning fair revenue service, that'll be the third quarter of 2023 is when you could expect service to start for the Silver Line project. Okay. I'm looking to make sure we've covered all of our bases. Please stand by. I think we have. Now, again, I would like to reiterate the point I made earlier that even though we've completed the Q&As for tonight's meeting, and I know that there will be other items that will come up in your mind that you're going to want to answer, I encourage you to submit those questions to us. We will get back with you within 30 days. Our goal is to get back with you sooner than later, obviously, because we know that this information is important to you. But we do encourage you to stay in touch with Christine Ducatreau, who is your point person for the town of Addison. And she also happens to be our clearinghouse of all of the questions that come in to DART regarding our silver line. So she's the perfect person to talk to because she has all the answers, to be honest with you. But I do encourage you to contact her if you have any questions as we move forward. You don't have to wait until May when we have our next quarterly meeting to ask us the questions you have. Construction will start getting hotter and heavier as we move forward. And as a result, you'll probably have a lot of questions. So please contact us and we'll be able to assist you with any concerns or questions you may have. With that said, I'd like to thank every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be a part of this discussion and this meeting. Thank the team for being a part of it as well. And we look forward to working with you and connecting with you as we move forward and deliver the DART Silver Line Regional Rail Project. So thank you and have a good evening, everybody.